Hi guys, welcome back to Raya and Roy's vlog. Today we'd like to make a video for you letting you know how much it costs us to live here in the province in the Philippines. I know these kind of videos come up all the time and it's a big debate going on. But honestly, living in the province is probably a hell of a lot cheaper than living in Manila, and especially if you're not renting anything. So here we go, guys, how much it costs us to live in the province. So the first bill that came up when I was thinking about this is water, because water costs us 50 pesos a day, and that's to get our bins filled. Like, we have garbage bins in the CR, in the kitchen, in our CR, and also there's a lot of water jugs that we get filled up as well. So 50 pesos a day when we need it. We don't need it every day, but most days we get the water filled up. And when the water is getting filled up, everyone tries to take a quick shower, because if you can have a shower and get the tubs filled, then it's almost like you had a free shower, right? So let's say it's 50 pesos a day. That would come out to 1400 a month. So next we've got electricity, and it's a bit special case for us, because we are kind of subbing our electricity off a neighbour up the hill, and they charge us 1,000 pesos a month flat rate. So I have no idea if we're using that much or if we're not using that much, but it seems like a pretty good deal to me. Obviously, Raya's family has never had a fridge, so but the basic electricals is lights, charge the phones, use the TV sometimes, and the washing machine sometimes. Probably the usage has been doubled since I've been here, using the laptop and charging my devices and stuff. But 1,000 pesos a month, and that's about what it takes for electricity. Okay, next we have shopping, and the biggest expense when shopping is the meat, the chicken or the pork, and very occasionally we buy fish, but it's usually pork or chicken every day. And if you buy a frozen chicken from Pure Gold, or even just from the barangay around the corner, it's about 280 pesos. Let's say 300 pesos for a chicken. And pork per kilo is around the same too. It can be 250 a kilo up to 350 a kilo. So if we were buying, pretty much at the moment we've got myself, Raya, Rusjil, Riza, Mama, Papa, Sergi, 7 people, and we pretty much need a kilo of meat a day. So one chicken is bought, or a kilo of pork is bought. But even if it was just me and Raya, it would probably be half that. But I think definitely me and Raya could eat a chicken a day anyway. I think that's why they cook the adobos and stuff the way they do, because it makes the chicken go further. So yeah, about 300 pesos a day for meat, which comes out to 8,400 pesos per month. Alright, next we've got vegetables and fruits and other items. It can be a little bit expensive if you're eating a lot of fruit. For example, one large apple is 50 pesos out here in the province. I'm not sure how much it is in cities, but yeah, it can be quite expensive if you're buying fruit every day. We just buy a few mandarins and a few apples every few days. And then the general expenses for the vegetables goes with the onions, eggplants, garlic, etc. So I've put down 100 pesos a day for vegetables and fruits, and others. So 700 a week, or 2,800 per month. So beer is the next one, and there's 3 men in this house, and we share the beer. We buy Red Horse, we buy a liter. And that costs 150 pesos from around the corner. If I buy it at Pure Gold, I can get the Stallions, the 500 mils, for 61 pesos. So I can save 30 pesos per litre of beer if I buy it in town. Yeah, but generally we buy it close to home if we don't go out every day. We don't drive the car every day. So yeah, for three blokes, the beer and the ice. So 150 pesos is a bottle of beer. Let's say we do 4 a week. Like, nobody's getting tanked. We just share a bottle. In the evening, we have our own glasses. And to buy the ice for that, that's 4 bags is 10 pesos. So that's, let's say, about 50 pesos a week. So for beer, we're looking at 650 pesos per week, or 2,600 pesos per month, which sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But I mean, it's probably 25 Australian dollars for 4 litres of beer. It's still cheaper than Australia for sure. Okay, next is cafe, and I am lucky. I've just found a cafe that makes lattes in the Castellana. It's the only one, I believe. It's called Fonda Coffee, and they make a really nice latte, and that latte is about 80 pesos. I think it's 85, but we'll just say 80 for now. And so if I'm having 4 of them a week, that's 240 pesos a week. Comes out to 960 pesos per month for my 4 lattes per week. Now, at home, and I will be bringing a coffee machine from Australia, even just a Kmart one that can make lattes. Yeah, I really, really miss my lattes. Over here, I've been drinking native coffee, but it doesn't give you any kind of kick. So I've been adding Nescafe Instant into the native coffee, and then just buying little milks, which last me a day or two. They cost about $1 or a bit less. So yeah, coffee, I will be bringing a coffee machine out, but I've been struggling along with the native coffee and the Nescafe Instant for now. Alright, petrol. So petrol for the Tamarau, it actually doesn't chew a lot of petrol. I would probably go through 2,000 pesos a month, which, comes out about $70. So I think petrol might be a little bit more expensive over here, to be honest, or at least the same, but it doesn't fluctuate as much as what it does in Australia. Petrol, whether it's regular or premium, it's always around 60 to 65 pesos per litre, and in Australia it could fluctuate from $1.60 per litre to $2 or plus. So it can fluctuate probably an equivalent to about 30 or 40 pesos, the fluctuation in Australia, whereas here in the Philippines it only fluctuates 6 or 7 or 8 pesos. 57 I've seen it as cheapest, maybe 65 the most expensive. So petrol maybe about 2,000 pesos per month. And eating out, we've been eating out maybe once a week just for a special treat. And I've put down 1,000 pesos each hit for that, because it could be more, it could be less, depending on where you've gone and how many people you're with. But just as an average, I'd say it's 1,000. I've spent less than 1,000 plenty of times, and I've spent more than 1,000 plenty of times. Most dishes cost around 200 pesos to 300 being upper end. So, and we don't really take like the whole family out. It might be just me and Raya, or last time was with Riza and Rusjil. So I've just put down 1,000 pesos per week, or 4,000 pesos per month for eating out. Internet for us, we were lucky enough to get one of our neighbours who has Starlink. And what they did was they ran a fibre optic cable down the hill, which is about maybe 50 metres down the hill, and straight into our house, and they set up a modem for us. So we're getting charged 1,000 per month for that. And I believe the setup cost was 7,000, I think. I had to pay for the fibre optic and the modem, 7 or 8. And if we were to get our own cable internet. I think it might only be $1,500 a month, but the setup cost might be more. So we just did this Starlink for now because it seemed like the quickest option, because it kind of came up just as I arrived here. It kind of came up and they kind of said, oh, we could do it in a week. And we were really struggling for internet. Yeah, we were using Piso Wi-Fi, and we literally cannot upload even a short 20-second video to Dropbox with the Piso Wi-Fi. It's zero upload. So yeah, we've been pretty happy, even though sometimes in the live streams it dips out a bit, as some of you would know, when there's an exchange of the satellite, or I don't know if there's too many people using this Starlink. But yeah, in general, we've been pretty happy with it. I mean, $1,000 a month is $35 a month Australian. I would be paying for unlimited. I would be paying double that in Australia. Yeah, it wouldn't be. It would be about double. Okay, and load. So load would be about 150 per week per person. So for me and Raya, 300 per week. But Raya goes weeks on end without having any load because she can actually use her Facebook Lite with no load somehow. She can't make calls or receive calls, but most of her communication is done through Messenger on Facebook Lite. So yeah, load would be 300 per week for the two of us, or 1,200 per month. So let's add it up now, guys. So we've got 1,400 for the water, and this is per month. 1,000 for the electricity, 8,400 for the meat, 2,800 for the vegetables, 2,600 for the beer, and 960 for the lattes, 2,000 for the petrol, 4,000 per month for eating out once a week, internet 1,000 per month, and load 1,200 per month. So that's going to bring us out to 25,360 pesos per month, just for our general expenses, which equals 689 Australian dollars, or 438 US dollars based on today's exchange rate. So I imagine it's quite cheap. If we were in the city, probably the price for a lot of those things would be maybe almost double. I have overestimated the water and the electricity because I don't actually pay that. Mama and Papa pay that. But yeah, if that was just us standalone in this house, then yeah, that's what we would be paying. So 689 Australian dollars per month, or 438 US dollars. And bear in mind, we live in our own house here. Yes, it's half built, but the carpenters will be coming back soon to start finishing it off. I'll be going back to Australia soon. I'll be going back to work 2 jobs for a few months, and I'm going to try and save as much money as I can. And also, we've got to bring our kids here, bring my kids here, and hopefully we can get a wedding organised for maybe August. I would love my kids to be able to come to the wedding. And yeah, we just have to see how things go with money and with the documentation, how long the documents take. I do have my divorce certificate, so that won't be an issue for me to issue that. I know Raya needs to get a little bit of documentation, and I'm not sure how long it'll take to organise a wedding over here, but I imagine that month will be a lot of expenses, won't it? Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching today, and I hope you got something out of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Just a quick disclaimer, guys, in terms with rice, because Papa is a rice farmer, we generally have plenty of sacks of rice sitting around, and also his Manuks won a few sacks over the holidays. So I haven't included rice in the monthly costs there, and you know, there's things that I did omit. For example, bread or pandesal and things like that, but I think they're all factored in. I've overestimated with the meat and the beer and eating out, so I think it still works out reasonably correct, and that's what happened with the rice.